Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have the ball first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like,
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grab behind the line, it's Anthony. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Dances away. Turning it on. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. Got room to work. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To throw, it's Edwards. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Cleescore. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, the offense is trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Oh, that's the ball. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. It's gone. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grable or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finding open areas. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The quick out. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the trained staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Badgers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. On the shuffle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. experienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a double.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Mason. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, and he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Zings it complete to the right.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Badgers have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball slipped out. Ball bounced right. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badger. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got a man, it's Simpson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Grabbed over the middle, it's McCulley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Trying to get the corner. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Klein. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack another. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air. It's Edwards. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So now it's second and long. Let's go. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Maybe a double pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Laterals it back. Under fire. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Edwards. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
And the Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll give it to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Badgers are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. Nice move to keep running. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Badgers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet.
Just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run from the shotgun. Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room. It's Hester. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the
Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Griffin. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and... From the 7.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Badgers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let it go to work.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Gonna run it. It's Hester. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defense.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this side. Lead. Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. It's a seam wide open. No, he got loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Mason. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Gets it out quickly.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get him again. This is an offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind me.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible. But when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.